Thank you, Father Jaspers, Father Becker, Reverend Fathers, any honored guests, and my brothers. Brothers, as any good story, it starts with a woman. And so, my story starts with a woman. In middle school, I fell in love with a woman. She was elusive. When I was with her, I felt high, mighty, powerful, good, on top of the world. But then she would leave. And I feel low, disgusting, and miserable. And brothers, we all know this woman. She goes by many names: honor, passion, pleasure, glory. So, in high school, I began to cry out to a greater woman, a woman I had known my whole life. And in high school, I began to cry out to her from this deep need of this emptiness of myself. And brothers, this woman is the church, the bride of Christ. I asked her to help me and to redeem me, and she answered this call, brothers. And she saved me and brought me closer to her, and I began to grow to love her more and more. Through her reason, through her joy, through the people in her body. And brothers, as any good Catholic boy, I figured, oh, I might want to be a priest. But then I thought, nah, I like women. So I went through the rest of high school with this attitude of, I'm Catholic, kind of living it out, but I really like women. Flirting with them, talking with them, hanging out with them. And it went on like this until senior year. In senior year, it was crunch time, brothers. It's what am I going to do with my life? Where is the Lord calling me? And that was always the question, where is the Lord calling me? So I had no idea. So I asked St. Therese of Lisieux to send me a gift, a sign of white roses, if the Lord was calling me to the priesthood. And brothers, she sent me that sign. And brothers, I ignored it. She sent me the sign at graduation, and I gave the church the cold shoulder and turned away and spent the rest of the summer hanging out with people, friends, family, hanging out, doing fun things. And then it came to move-in day. The train kept chugging along, and I moved in the first night of college, and the church called. And I had feeling this call to church during the whole summer, but I kept ignoring it. But the church really called that night, and she said, come to me. So, in tears, I answered the call and went home to seriously discern the call to the priesthood. But about halfway home, I figured the church or God was really just calling me to date a woman who I'd begun to know over the summer. So after 2 months, we started dating, and we dated for 4 months. But brothers, the church kept calling, and my heart was not at peace. So after great time and persistence, the church called me and broke down my fears. The biggest fear of having to know what I want to do with my life, or having to know I was going to be a priest when I entered this seminary. And she resolved this fear and told me that to enter this seminary is to want to be holy, is to want to be a saint, is to want to follow God's will for your life. So when I found that out, I immediately said, yes, sign me up, that is what I want to do. But one problem remained. I still had a girlfriend. But still on fire, I called up my vocation director and said, yes, I want to sign the papers. So I set a meeting for the following Friday. Friday came, a snowstorm happened, we weren't able to meet. We set up for the following Monday. Saturday rolls around, I go to my girlfriend's house. Now this is a week after Valentine's Day, so I give her a Valentine's Day present. A pair of earrings. Next day, Sunday, I put it off. Put it off till Sunday night. I lean over, and I'm asking the Lord, Lord, give me the courage to tell her. And I lean over and say, hey, those are some nice earrings. Guess what I'm going to do tomorrow? And thus ended our relationship. And I entered the seminary. And brothers, while I've been at the seminary, I have fallen in love with a greater woman. She holds me in her hands, she caresses my heart, and she loves me more than any other woman has ever loved me before, and more than any other woman will ever love me. And brothers, if you don't know this woman, I implore you to fly upon her, because Jesus Christ left us his mother. Praise be Jesus Christ.